Back once again for the renegade master. 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 Back once again for the renegade master.
Hello my renegades and welcome back. And what are we getting back into? We are getting into Love Island series 11. We are now on episode 47, and all I ask you to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, so when you know I'm on and doing videos, please comment, like, share and do all the good things that you do, because I am on the road to 1k. All right, so let's get into this video, shall we? So basically, after the dates have gone on, the lads and girls split off to talk about their dates. I note that Kieran, Ayo and Josh are talking together, and I said, don't ask me where Joey and Sean is. They're probably in their little group of two. So Nicole is gushing as per in regards to her date with Kieran and showed them the necklace that he bought her. Jessie tells the girls that him and her and Joey are exclusive. And yes, it pans to Joey and Sean being in there would be twosome at the end of the day. The difference, I would say, the difference with Ayo asking Jessica to be exclusive to Joey is Ayo spoke of wanting to be exclusive in the villa and out of it, but Joey didn't give that assurance to Jessie in that sense at all. I do hope it works, because I hope it does work for Jessie, because I know she really wants it to work, but myself, I don't see it really working between them two at all, because as I said in my previous episode, Joey's already set a precedent that he's going to be way too busy for anything and probably expecting Jessie to drop into everything that he's supposed to be doing. So Josh is basically happy. Sean thinks that things are getting more intense with Matilda, and I was kind of like, okay, let's hear what Matilda says to the girls, because you know the camera's going to switch to them after Sean said something like that. So basically Matilda is on the same page and basically says that she could be falling for Sean. She ain't falling yet, but she could be. So Joey grabs Mimi for a chat, and I'm just kind of like, at this point it's been talked out, he needs to just leave it alone. But, you know, Joe's going to want his airtime at the end of the day. So he actually got Mimi some flowers, which was really sweet of him, like proper fresh flowers. He took them out from the bench that he hid them in. I was like, okay. Jessie straight off jumped up from the daybed, looking over and was like, has he brought her flowers? Yes, my love, he brought her flowers to apologise. Okay, so leave it be. Don't get it twisted. It ain't nothing more or nothing less than that. So Matilda and Jessica think that what Joey did was sweet, but Jessie was hella quiet, and I thought, okay, she may not be happy with that at all. Mimi said that she's happy that he finally took accountability, and I was like, we'll see how that works, because the jury is still out for me. I just think that Joey didn't like the fact that people were mad at him, like seriously mad at him, to the point where they were at not talking stage no more in that sense. So I think he just really, in his own way, wanted to try and mend fences with them. So we have all the islanders at this moment in time all locked in with their men. You see, as they get to bed, you see Sean actually say he loves Matilda. I love you to Matilda. Matilda didn't say it back at that point, but just felt that, you know, it's going in the right direction. So we get to the daytime. Everyone has woke up happy at last. Jessie and Joey feel that they are in a good position, and Joey's absolutely happy. Jessie sometimes is not all that convincing. Hey ho, so a text comes in, and it is the Love Island Sports Day. I was like, oh God, some shit's going to go down in this, because there's some competitive people within that place. So Nicole and Jessie choose the teammates because they are the captains. The first game was the egg and spoon race, and it was Nicole's team that won, because, you know, Matilda ended up dropping her egg anyway. Then they had to have a hula hoop relay, which is pass the hoop to the other without breaking a chain a few times, and it was Jessie's team that won that one. Then they had to have a Lilo race. Matilda lost the pinks, as in Jessie's team, the lead again, and it was Nicole's team that won. I don't know what type of freaking swimming Mimi was doing, but all I'm going to say, it's going to feed into that stereotype of black people don't swim or black people don't like water, because the way that girl was trying not to get her weave wet or her lashes wet was beyond me. It was so funny, like absolutely so funny. She didn't make it to the end, really. She really didn't make it to the end. So next up was the sack race. And I ain't gonna lie, Kieran did go off before the air horn went. So Nicole's team were kind of disqualified and it was given to Jess's team. So they were 2 for 2 basically. So they had a water balloon relay and already the backbiting was starting. And Joey's there shouting about, this time don't cheat. And Nicole said, I don't cheat. And Jessie said, your boyfriend does though. And I don't think Jessie was actually talking about, you know, real life Kieran cheating. She was talking about in the game where he jumped before the horn could go off to tell them to go. So she didn't mean it with any malice in the slightest, but Kieran took it that way. And Kieran shot back with, but your boyfriend outs you every chance he gets. I was like, my God, did you have to go that hard, Kieran? Like, seriously, did you have to go that hard? So Nicole's team were the winners on that one. And then the balloon fight, they had a water balloon fight afterwards, and that was really, really good. Nicole has basically got pissed off at the end of all of that for being called being called a cheater. And I'm like, do you know what? It's a game. It's a challenge. People got competitive. Slow your roll. Don't get upset about shit. And she then goes off about Jessie mentioning about the cheating comment, and Jessie then having her like scenario with her team and laughing about it actually because she forgot that Kieran did that in real life. Joey thought that was hella hilarious, and I thought, people, come on. And and then Joey starts speaking up about how if they'd noticed how Kieran kept on moving and going at him, like every time he decided to stand last, Kieran will come and stand last, like he was trying to be in competition for him, and thinking that Kieran was coming at him. And I'm just like, I've noticed a pattern with Joey. He seems to find imaginary beef with everybody, like seriously. So then it comes to the night time. Text comes in. I'm like, oh God, here it goes. So basically what they must vote for the 2 least compatible couples, and those who receive a vote, they must make their decision, submit it by text, and not discuss the decision with anybody else. But those who receive a vote will be at risk or vulnerable of being dumped from the island, basically. For me, I kind of said the lineup I think will be Joey and Jessie. I still don't think that they are compatible, and also Matilda and Sean. I just don't see it at all. I think for them it will come down to the favourites, but I hope that the Islanders wouldn't have the deciding vote. So Jessica's basically saying that she sees a lot of red flags in Joey and Jessie's relationship. And basically Jessica had clocked the way that Jessie is always backing Joey even when he's in the wrong. Kieran talks about how Matilda is always constantly upset by Sean and swiping at him, and both Nicole are talking about which 2 couples to pick, and they start bloody arguing with each other. And I'm like, come on people, you couldn't have picked a worse time for you 2 to start bickering between each other right now, like seriously. So Joey actually says that he doesn't potentially see Sean and Matilda's relationship working. And I went, well, damn. Because all Sean did was sing Joey's praises, you know what I mean? Joey is Sean's boy at the end of the day. So I wouldn't see Matilda and Sean picking Joey and Jessie. So Ayo's talking about how he doesn't know if Nicole will ever trust Kieran. And I'm like, but she said it last night though, to be fair. And at the end of the day, you can't really necessarily base it on that. It's what they're not realising, it's the least compatible couple that they've seen so far at the end of the day. So it looks like Mimi and Josh, as time was going on, will pick Sean and Matilda and Joey and Jessie. That's what I would have said. And the rest of the couples are really quite strong, to be fair. So Joey's talking about Mimi and Josh, and if they pick them, it's usually he's talking about the whole terracing and the secret mission. And I'm like, that would be dumb to say the least to actually use that against them, because this is about the least compatible couple. That doesn't make them the least compatible, because she was literally going to have a chat with Ayo to lay things to rest so they can both continue with the people that they were with. So that makes no sense. Because I think Mimi and Josh are the strongest, to be honest with you, out of all of them in there, to be honest. So Jessie wants Josh and Mimi there. Joey was actually fighting against her on that one, which I'm kind of like, okay, I was surprised by, because Joey did fight with her on that one, and he didn't think it was a good choice, and he believed it should be Kieran and Nicole there instead of Mimi and Josh. But Jessie wanted Mimi and Josh there, because you know what? It's her opportunity to try and push these people out of the running for the £50,000 at the end of the day, because we can't forget that this is still a competition at the end of the day, and I think that's what Jessie was trying to do, is to push out the most popular couple. Yeah, it will backfire on her. Trust me, it will backfire on her. So Jessie and Joey chose Josh and Mimi and Sean and Matilda. They chose Josh and Mimi because Jessie's saying that they had the most problems recently. But I was like, but not with each other, girl. It was because of your fella. They didn't have problems with each other at all. Your fella was causing the issues. They had problems with your fella. That's dumbass reasoning. Dumbass reasoning right there. Not surprising that Sean and Matilda picked Josh and Mimi and Ayo and Jessica. Josh and Mimi are the strongest in there. In the couple in there, and to be fair, they have more of a chance of winning this whole thing than anybody else, and I think that's all they're thinking about at the end of the day, because they know the public love them. They know the public love them. So Jessica and Ayo picked Joey and Jessie and Sean and Matilda, and then we have Josh and Mimi picked Joey and Jessie and Ayo and Jessica. I was shocked at that. I really was shocked at them picking Ayo and Jessica, because I'd have thought Sean and Matilda, but you know what? Yeah, I was very shocked at that. So Kieran picked Ayo and Jessica and Joey and Jessie. And again, I'm shocked at Kieran picking Ayo and Jessica, to be fair. I really am. I know they weren't going for the people that they're friends with, but I would have picked at least Sean and Matilda over Ayo and Jessica, to be fair. So Josh and Mimi, Sean and Matilda, Joey and Jessie, and Ayo and Jessica are at risk of being dumped. So Jessie and Joey, Matilda and Sean go for a talk, and I'm like, but Jessie and Joey just freaking voted them and they're still talking in their face. I have a feeling that the villain will be a bitch and let them know some way who these people voted for. I'm telling you that now. But anyway, this is where that episode ended. I'll be back in quick succession with the next episode. All I ask is you please hit that subscribe button. You please hit that notification button so you know I'm on doing videos. Please comment, like, share and do all the good things that you do, because I am on the road to 1K. Speak to you all again soon, my people. Be safe.